what makes Louisville so special is past success, present success, and longevity of excellence.
The team that we have and have had over the past years is created an excitement that is unparalleled.
When you step out there, it's just amazing, just because you have everybody just cheering for you. We have 22,000 fans there, just going crazy. They love you. Every second, every minute, you can hear them cheering, hear them yelling, and you know, it's just an amazing feeling.
College basketball is everything here in Louisville.
The revenue, the attendance, the passion for college basketball is incredible.
It's just hard to describe. You have to be here to see it as you can witness. The crowds are amazing. We got a lot of fan support in this community.
If you want to have fun, if you want to, be entertained, you want to enjoy yourself, then definitely come.
The grittiness and the fight, the aggressiveness, the passion and the will to win every time, and it's just really great.
When I'm feeling down in the silence of the night, I remember you there dancing in the light. I'm so happy that you take a part of me. I don't know if there's a better place to be.
Louisville is one of the most storied cities in American sport. The nation's favorite baseball bat, the Slugger, hails from here, and every year the most prestigious horse race in the country, the Kentucky Derby, is run in the city. It's also where, on January the 17th, 1942, the man they called the Louisville Lip was born. Cassius Marcellus Clay would later change his name to Muhammad Ali and become one of the greatest sportsmen of all time. In this city with a rich sporting heritage, one team's tradition is celebrated over all others: the University of Louisville's basketball side, the Cardinals.
We are always, according to Forbes magazine, the #1 money maker in college basketball. To give you an idea of what I'm talking about, last year we made $44 million. Our nearest competitor was North Carolina at 29. We made more money than the Green Bay Packers. So it's big business here.
Last year, only one team in the NBA, the Chicago Bulls, could boast a higher average home attendance than Louisville. At the near 23,000 capacity Yum Center, Cardinals games almost always sell out. It's not hard to see why a high school graduate would want to come here.
Well, first of all, we had unbelievable facilities, the best facilities in the country. And we just built the Yum Center, which rivals any NBA facility. So it makes us attractive. When you come in the Yum Center as a visit and you say, this is where I'm gonna play at, and you look at the facilities, it's a very enticing place to play college basketball.
When you deal so long in professional basketball, you realize that it's not coaches that win games or lose games, it's players.
Former Boston Celtics and New York Knicks head coach Rick Pitino has been in charge here since 2001.
At the college level, it's a little bit different than the professional level. They truly play for the name on the front, not like professionals where they sometimes play for the names on the back of the jerseys.
The Cardinals' all-time leading scorer, Darrell Griffith, is a Louisville legend. He remains the only Card to have received the Wooden Award for Best College Player in the country. Named the NBA Rookie of the Year in 1981, Dr. Duncanstein went on to enjoy a long and celebrated career with the Utah Jazz.
As far as achievements concerned, being that it was for my hometown, I'm born and raised here, even if during my 11-year pro basketball career, if I would have won an NBA championship, it wouldn't have topped one in the NCAA championship for your hometown. That was the highlight of my sports career to this day, was winning a national championship at the University of Louisville.
That 1980 championship was Louisville's first national title. Griffith, who today is a special assistant to the president of the University of Louisville, scored 23 points in the championship win over UCLA.
When I signed to go to the University of Louisville, coming out of high school, I was the #1 high school player in the nation. And I'd had a national press conference, and at that particular time, I made a prediction, a promise to the city that before I graduated that we would win a national championship. So my senior year was my last year to make that happen, and by the grace of God, everything just fell into place.
Point guard Peyton Siva is in a similar position now as Griffith was then, entering his final year of studies with a championship ring eluding him. The dream remains exactly the same.
This team, we can go as far as we want. I think if everybody continues to stay on the same page and everybody continues to stay hungry, we could eventually, hopefully get back to the Final Four and win a national championship. But it's going to come from us and how hard we want to work. It's, we feel like it's ours to lose, and if we continue to go out there and play hard, I think we can do it.
Siva's fellow guard Russ Smith is the star of the current lineup. The 21-year-old New Yorker is the team's leading point scorer, and his flamboyant and unpredictable style has caught the attention of a whole host of NBA scouts. Yet finding a college to take him in the first place wasn't easy.
As I got older, I saw a lot of my friends go to these big schools, and I never understood why I never had any after me. And so when I finally got a hold of one, I wasn't gonna let that opportunity slide, and it became more, it didn't become fun anymore, it just became like serious, and I started becoming more aggressive about it.
A professional attitude is fostered by Coach Pitino. As an author and motivational speaker, he has strong views on what drives success. He even once banned his players from having girlfriends, but the 60-year-old has since changed his view on that.
I always say the 3 killers of potential are drugs, alcohol, and girls. Now, you can live without alcohol and drugs, but people don't live without women. So it's something that what I try to do now today, in today's world, I want the players to have girlfriends, because I don't want them trying to find girlfriends at 2 in the morning. So it's have your girlfriends, go out to a nice dinner, get back to the room, start studying, and get ready for practice.
Peyton Siva was the player whose brief downturn in form was at the heart of Pitino's relationship ban. But the senior from Seattle wouldn't have his coach any other way.
It's great. He's a wonderful coach, a future Hall of Fame coach, and one of the best out there. I wouldn't play for anybody else. I wouldn't want to play for anybody else. And I just love every minute, playing underneath him. He knows so much about the game. He's so, he has so much knowledge about the game, and we just get a learning experience every single day.
And Peyton isn't the only one to grab Coach Pitino's extracurricular attention. A thoroughbred racehorse owner, the coach is known for naming his equine investments after the players who they remind him of.
This horse could be anything. He could be a $20,000 claimer, or he could be a great horse. And I immediately thought of Russ Smith, so I named him Rusticulous.
All right. I mean, when the name kind of leaked last year, it was more so, you didn't know what to expect. You sub me in, you don't know what you're going to get. You might get some great offense. You might get a crazy shot or two. You might get a ridiculous defensive play or a crazy reaction.
While Louisville's players themselves may not be paid, the value of a basketball scholarship to the university can't be underestimated. A 4-year course at a leading U.S. college costs around $100,000. But a Cardinals education is fully subsidized, and the university's priorities are made clear to their recruits from day one.
When you go to college, get your education. Be prepared to get your education. You can't play without getting your grades. and take advantage of that. And whatever falls after that is a blessing. And it's a small percentage to make it every year. A very small percentage to make it. And that's what's important, you know, because again, basketball is a bonus. It's a blessing, and it's a huge bonus for those who are able to forego an NBA career. But your education lasts forever.
Really want to see the young guys prosper. Really want to see them go on and have successful careers, whether it's in basketball or in business. So I spend most of my time trying to look out for them as a father away from their fathers, and some don't have their dads, and look into their personal lives a lot more than as well as their basketball lives.
Transworld Sport was at the Yum Center to watch a Louisville team ranked #1 in the nation take on fellow giants of U.S. college basketball, the Syracuse Orange. Russ Smith was in scintillating form as Louisville looked to impose themselves on an up-and-down encounter. But in Michael Carter-Williams, Syracuse have a lethal guard of their own, and the Orange gave as good as they got. In the second half, Louisville's trademark pressing game began to tell, and the hosts were able to open up a narrow lead. A record 22,814 people were at fever pitch inside the Yum Center. But Syracuse pulled the score back to 66 all with less than 2 minutes left on the clock, and Louisville's offense dried up. A last-gasp Carter-Williams dunk gave the Orange a thrilling 70-68 points victory. With March Madness fast approaching, the Cardinals will have a score to settle. Rick Pitino's men will be looking to improve on last year when they reached the Final Four and bring the national title back home to Louisville.